All right, I'm here with Rhett. He just finished his fast start last week. He ended with $10,004, just above that $10,000 mark for his 10K fast start. He did really well, put in a lot of work, and we're just here to talk with him, get his testimonial on how he felt and what he did during his fast start to have such success.
So during my fast start, I was definitely a little skeptical coming into the job because I just wasn't sure what entirely to expect. Never really done anything like this, but I had Nick as my manager, and he's my boy. He had done this last year, so felt full confidence that he's already done it. He can help lead me to where I need to be. So that kind of took some of my nerves away. And then just actually like making the calls, doing the demos, like once you get a couple of them under your belt, it's really like all of your nervousness just goes away. And you start to understand that you're like selling a great product. Like people want this stuff. People that already have Cutco almost always get more because it's like quality stuff. So you have confidence in the stuff you're selling to people, and that also adds to like the confidence you carry into these demos, which is just felt by these customers. And like they feel your enthusiasm and confidence, and that leads to more sales in almost every situation. So just going in with confidence is a massive part.
Great. And if you had any tips, give to new fast starters or any reps really about how you saw such great success coming right out of training, what would you give them?
I'd say go to as much of the training as possible. I went to every advanced training opportunity I like possibly could. Nick was almost forcing me to, and I'm so grateful for that because these really do make a difference. They improve your sales noticeably. And how you perform the demos like improve drastically. So definitely go into as many of those as possible. And I'd say when you first get on the job for the 10K fast start, definitely just grind your butt off. Clear your schedule if you have to. Just do what you have to do, because what I love so much about this job is like you kind of get to pick your own schedule. And I started at a great time, so I had time to just kill on this 10K fast start. I grinded my butt off, and then I took like a week off to go vacation with my family. And it's just a beautiful aspect to have where you can like commit a full week or a week and a half, whatever time you do have to this job, and you can see serious results. Like I think I've made upwards of $2,000 from the 10K fast start, which is not realistic at any other job. And all you have to do is commit yourself and actually grind out these calls and demos, and you will see the results. So.
Great. And talk about some of the flexibility with the job. I know you took like a week off maybe after your fast start. How did it feel to make a lot of money in 10 days and then just take a week off for family time?
It was kind of awesome because like with any other job, you have to like put in like request that time off if they're even going to give it to you type situation. But with this, I was kind of just able to let Nick know that I've had vacation scheduled with my family for a while, so I was able to take a week off and be present with my family. And it's just a nice aspect to have about the job where you don't have to be grinding 24/7. You can take a week off here or there if you need to get away from everything. And then as soon as you're ready, like I am now, you can just hop right back on the grind. And now that I'm at 10K, I'm already at 30%. So I just keep that going forward. And all of my grind from this point forward is more fruitful. So I love the flexibility of this job.
Great. And Rhett and I, we actually worked together at a club in Tallahassee, and we would make $9 an hour. And we would always, get off shift at 3, 4 a.m., awful hours, and complain about the pay for the amount of work we were doing. So I just want to kind of hear maybe like a comparison for, the amount of work you feel like you're doing here compared to the money you're making, especially compared to other jobs, and, amount of work you're going to put in there for the money you're making at those other jobs.
So yeah, there's definitely no comparison at all. I mean, working security at a bar in Tallahassee, the hours are long, like crazy late in the night. And like you said, you're making $9 an hour, putting in actual work. And with this, like the only aspect that I feel like I'm actually working is the calls. And if you sit down and like you're efficient with it, it takes 2-3 hours a week doing calls. Like you don't actually have to commit a ton of time to working. And then once you get to the demos, it's being real with the customer, being genuine and just talking to them, which I almost always have a great time with. So I don't even feel like I'm working. And that definitely translates to results if you can just be genuine and have a good time with the presentation and stuff. But yeah, no, definitely the comparison between the jobs is not even close. I completely have a different outlook on what my time is worth now that I've done this job.
Right, yeah, and one thing I do want to mention is Rhett might want to be a little humble, but he made over $2,000 in his first 10 days on the job. So that's something you don't really ever see anywhere, and a lot of adults aren't making that kind of money in that amount of time. So I just kind of want to hype him up. And as well, he was talking about advanced trainings a little bit earlier and how many he was going to. He's a friend of the Champions Clubs that we have every morning. He was on those almost every morning where he was getting the goods to how to be better in your demos, different things to say, the secret sauce to getting those sales, getting bigger sales, getting more sales. So yeah, I appreciate your time today, Rhett, and hope this is of some help.
Appreciate it, Nick.